Good morning. Well, it's not morning anymore. Good afternoon, ladies. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Excuse me. I'm popping on here to do my live for today. Today, we're talking about 3 tips to create magnetic content that's going to bring you your audience, bring you your people, and get you some sales. So, give me a second while I jump on in the group and make sure everything is going good. Okay, cool. So let me know when you're coming on. Just say hi, say hey. Let me know how your weekend went. And let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So we're talking today about tips to create magnetic content. I want to know how many of you guys, struggle with content, writing good quality content. How many of you guys really struggle with this? And I'm going to look in the comments, and I know there's a delay. But let me know if you really struggle with this, in the comments. And if you do, it's okay, because this is something that a lot of us struggle with. Okay. At one point in time, I struggled with it too. Hey, thanks, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Mooney, thanks. Hey, Wendy, thanks for joining. A lot of us struggle with writing content. If you struggle with writing content, it's okay, right? Don't feel bad. It's a curve that a lot of people have to navigate. Writing good content is not something that just happens naturally. To me, there's really a skill to it, right? And it's really similar to copywriting. So most of you guys are very familiar with the concept of a copywriter and what they do, right? They help you write content that brings people to action. So if you want to be successful on social media, that's really how you have to format your post, right? You're kind of turning into a mini copywriter. And as you guys know, as small business owners, we wear so many hats. So this is yet another hat that you have to put on and wear, besides marketer, owner, package shipper, package creator, whatever other hats that you have. But you definitely want to hold the copywriting hat. Okay. Your copy is what's going to move people, to action. Okay. I don't even care if your website doesn't look the best. If you write compelling copy, you can bring people to your website and convert them anyway. Okay. So the website becomes the icing on the cake, but the content is really what's going to drive people and pull them in. Okay. So, um, I want to introduce myself. My name is Kira Williams. For those of you that do not know me, we do have some new faces in the group. On Instagram, you can find me as Automation Queen B. On Facebook, my business page is Kira Williams, the Automation Queen. And I work with e-commerce entrepreneurs. I help them learn how to leverage social media to make more sales, right? To get in front of their ideal customers. There are so many people on this platform. We just have to have the skills and the tips and tricks to be able to leverage it correctly. So that's what I do. And today we're talking about the 3 tips to, help you write magnetic content to really draw in your audience. Okay. What I see a lot, you guys, is that a lot of you all post very consistently to your social media. Even if you don't post consistently to your social media, I see that a lot of people post and don't get the results that they're looking for. Okay. So if you post and your posting gets no engagement, doesn't get you any visits to your website, then that's what tells me, hey, we definitely need to start looking closer at the copy that we're using, right? Are we making the connection between our product and what our ideal customer really needs? Okay. So these are questions you have to ask yourself, and, understanding the kind of person I am. I'm a person that looks at myself first, and what I can change, especially in my business. So I ask myself questions like that all the time. So If you're frustrated with not getting traction or you don't feel like your content is resonating with your audience, then these 3 tips are going to be amazing for you. Okay. So, tip number 1, you guys, is I want you to stop selling your product. Okay. So, I'm going to say that again. Stop selling your product. Stop selling the product and start selling the emotion. Okay. Too many times I see people who, share about their product or their service, and all they talk about is their product or service. The hard part about marketing, you guys, is that you have to wrap what people want up in what you have to wrap what they need inside of what they want. Okay. So you have to show them the end result or the deeper, below the surface level, right? So your product is above the surface level. You have to get below the surface level if you really want to connect with people. So what I mean is, if you're selling makeup, you're not really selling makeup. Okay. You're actually selling, right, a vehicle to higher self-esteem or confidence. Okay. If you're selling clothing, you could be selling confidence. You could be selling beauty, right? High self-esteem. If you're selling career advice, right? Maybe you're not really selling career advice. You're selling wealth. Okay. If they get that job that makes the money that they want to make, then that's going to equal a better life for them. So you're selling the deeper, values under, not actually the product. And I see so many people that really focus on highlighting so much about that product, that they're missing the deeper point. They're missing the deeper connection. Okay. So that's tip number 1. Stop selling your product. Stop selling your product and start selling the emotion. Start selling the deeper, below the surface, goals. Start selling the outcome. Okay. So that's number 1. Tip number 2 is going to be, in the midst of you, talking about your product, because you're going to share your product obviously more than once. You're going to need to talk about the benefits, the features, right? I see a lot of people post and, they say, hey, I got this amazing body butter, or I have this amazing shirt that is beautiful, but I don't see them expressing and saying, hey, this is what this shirt will do for you, right? This is what this shirt is made of, or in terms of body butter, this is what this body butter is made of. This is what it can do for your skin. You have to tell people. Good morning, Tori. Good morning. Good afternoon where I am. But you have to tell people what's in it for them. When you start to highlight the benefits and the features, right, it really hooks those audience members. So if you're selling body butter and you start to talk about essential oils, people that are really keen on essential oils, that's going to clue them in, and they're going to say, wow, this product has essential oils. I love essential oils. This product is for me. Okay. If you're selling credit repair, you tell people what comes in your package. Don't just say, I can repair your credit. Say, hey, we're going to do a financial assessment, which means we're going to look at your current finances and see, what you can really afford to pay as far as when it comes to your debt. So when you start to get more detailed about what you're offering, people can really understand what really goes into it. So therefore they can value it higher. If you sell body butter that has essential oils, right, that would be valued, higher than a body butter that didn't have essential oils, right? I don't know what body butter is made of, but you guys get my gist. If you can break it down and you can educate your audience to tell them what's in it, not a recipe, but what's in it, what's in it for them, also what the benefits and the features, why they should be using your product, they're going to feel like they're more connected to your brand. Also, they're going to know what goes into it, right? Which brings them further in. So don't be afraid to highlight those benefits and those features of your products or services when it comes to, promoting your stuff online. Okay. Remember, marketing is all about education. So if you're not educating your audience on what you do, what you offer, what you sell, your marketing is not effective. Okay. So that's tip number 2. You have to talk more about the features and the benefits of whatever it is you're selling. Okay. So, and I'm going to move on to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be, it's going to go back to the basics. And I'm going to tell you guys something that you always hear, but you always want to connect your product back to your customers' pain points. Okay. This is so hard for a lot of people that I talk to. And the reason why it's hard for a lot of people is because they really don't know who their ideal customer is. Again, and I know you guys are going to get tired of me saying this, but it's essential for you to know who your ideal customer is. You have to know what they fear, what they believe, their opinions, their interests, even their demographics. You have to know what unique selling points they need from your business, right? Connect those with the unique selling points of your business. And then you bring all those together to understand their pain points. Once you understand those pain points, your pain points are essentially your marketing angles. So what 3 to 5 angles do you consistently use in your content to make sure that you're connecting with your people? Okay. So I'll give you an example from me and what I do. A lot of people in this group, right, are selling online, and I'll take product-based people. Okay. A lot of them really struggle with, finding their ideal customer. They struggle with creating content. They struggle with driving people to their website. They struggle with converting the traffic that visits their website. So those are my pain points for my audience. So what do? I make content around all of those topics. And I explain to them how to get from point A to point B. So for a product-based person, that point A is your product. Point B is the outcome. So you have to always go back to your ideal customer and explain to them how to get from that point A to that point B, right? Connect your product to what it is they really need. And in tip number 1, we talked about that you're really selling the deeper, right? The under the surface emotion. So you connect your product, your makeup, you connect that to high self-esteem, right? Which when you put it in that way, it's not hard. Connect your clothing to feeling more confident. Okay. That's how you write content, you guys. You don't just say, hey, I have this amazing t-shirt and this shirt will change your life. Tell them how, right? Make that connection for them. If you can't make it for them, chances are they can't make it for themselves. Okay. So hopefully these 3 tips have helped you guys. Content creation is a beast, y'all. Okay. I just want to be honest with you. And content gets better the more you practice. So you have to put yourself out there. You have to show up for your audience. And you just have to see what works. There's no magic formula. I feel like I've said that a few times in the last couple of days in this group. There's no magic formula, you guys. If you want to see what works for your audience, put some content out there. That's the only way you're going to learn what pain points, connect best with your audience is when you just try. So if you're overthinking it, I'm encouraging you to stop overthinking it today and just start putting out content. Okay. If you want to know about who your ideal customer is, shoot me a DM. Like, let's get you started on this path, right? So hopefully these tips have resonated with you guys. I'm going to hop off of here. We'll be on here Wednesday. I'm going to schedule the event. I'm going to be talking about something. To be honest, I forgot, but it's in my calendar. But I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. If you're catching the replay, thank you so much for catching the replay. Let me know if you have any questions and feel free to post in the group. Again, this is not just for me, this is a community for you all. I want you all to feel safe and feel like you can ask the questions that you need to ask. So, bye, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bye.